wanna take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, just platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mall. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watching that, Barney. Barney.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
4 down, check, 4 down. Move!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got more time, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. It picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And that'll set him back 5.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Gun!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Williams now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding?
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is TJ Logan to return it. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Gun! Over! Hot!
Now a handoff, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
We got 3. Check motion.
On 2nd down, Rosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Over!
Now it's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 76 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
With it on the return is Logan. And a penalty marker's down in the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Johnson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Johnson running left. Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Single, single. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gun! 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 Back there in Philly. Here we go.
A handoff to Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
3 down. Hey, check.
Here's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. He's coming. Detroit, Detroit.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Gone, 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 gone.
Rosen again on second and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit, Detroit.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards.
Here we go.
Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And now it's blocked. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They'll drop to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Rosas now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
The busy night continues for Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Logan. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No, 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 no. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Over. Gun.
Now Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey. 4 down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, try to run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
We got three, fellas. We got three.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney. Barney!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Cardinals on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He's back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Gun, gun, gun!
Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Look like, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
the dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you